In the dark forest, the little ball vanished like a jet rocket, leaving no trace. Luckily, Eddie acted like a positivity mentor, urging Xiao to stay calm and ease later shots. On the other side, Harry's eager American rival made a mistake, like a lost fawn in the jungle, with a weak swing making the ball fall. Meanwhile, King Harry steadied the ball to victory's peak, forcing John to take one more swing, a real relay race. Ted Solo's show was quite the spectacle, hitting an unbeatable hole-in-one. After 2 rounds, the British table tennis player and King Harry stood side by side. What a parallel universe duo. Thanks to his hole-in-one, Ted was right behind, while Xiao was sitting pretty in 7th. The rich girl who's always dreaming felt like she had found a little treasure. Feeling helpless, he asked Eddie to pass on a lucky ring he'd prepared, but Eddie thought it would just weigh down Xiao's swing. Is it a negative energy ring? That night, the family celebrated Xiao's course like it was New Year's Eve. That round, for the noble knights, remained aloof, like distant sky stars, unreachable. Others earned prize money for winning the matches, but Xiao was shown the door. Dad couldn't figure it out. The son, however, didn't get the money dream dilemma either. The rift between father and son came like an unexpected thunderstorm, with no warning at all. The next day, the caddy waited outside, excitedly recalling last night's dream of Xiao scoring 72, a real lucky charm. Walking side by side in the noisy rain, the mud beneath their feet felt like a luxurious red carpet. The rain brought the spirit of spring, but muddled the scoreboard. Some folks gave up in the rain, making the dream of first place seem light years away. Some remained calm amid the storm and forged ahead, even creating miraculous comebacks. Xiao surged to 3rd place, just 1 shot behind Harry and Ted. All eyes were on this thrilling achievement. Meanwhile, Dad worked hard under the bridge, only to face the cold shoulder. When he looked up, he saw his son dubbed America's last hope, finally grasping the meaning of pursuing dreams. The sky cleared by the 3rd round's end. However, Harry couldn't escape his childhood shadows. Bad memories caged his power. In the end, the little ball went not up the hill, but plopped straight into the mud puddle. Poor little guy. But the 5-time champion's skills were not just for show. As he single-footedly stepped into the mud pit, the sheer force built up was a sight to behold. Harry hit the ball toward the hole, and all skepticism vanished in the cheer of the crowd. After that, Harry and his buddy Ted continued leading the match, while the homegrown champion faced pressure for lagging behind, like running into an invisible wall. Xiao truly became America's last hope. Pressure surrounded him from all sides, especially with his idol watching closely, adding to the nerves. Subtitles. Eddie noticed that Xiao was emotionally unstable and sent a belatedly arriving surprise. This ring truly brought good luck. On the court, he played like a warrior, hitting a long shot, drawing his mom to the sidelines with tears. Xiao nervously gauged the force and distance, ultimately deciding to use 30% power. The little ball courageously rolled toward the target. Truly, the slow-moving ball brought the hustle and bustle of the city to a halt, all eyes on the green and yellow field. In the end, this shot lived up to expectations, sending Xiao to tomorrow's playoff. He was not just America's last hope, but also a symbol for when news of Xiao tying with the British players hit the front page. The British golf aristocrats weren't too happy. How can these lowly amateurs compete with the high and mighty Brits? This statement had 2 like-minded individuals spoiling, prompting Ted to make excuses and leave early. Ironically, the usually calm Harry shot back, "We didn't come here to make you happy. We are here for the glory of elite competition, not to please the aristocrats." This was a message for the nobles, but also a wake-up call for the sycophants. As wild weeds were cut, the eagerly awaited family clash commenced. Xiao remained silent with his father, but upon arriving at the venue, he found himself despairing with Eddie. The Golf Association planned to replace Xiao's caddy with an experienced one, offering Eddie big pay, rich man's game. But Eddie wasn't there for a few bucks. His ambition soared higher than just cash. He ignored the association's interference and insisted on choosing his caddy. Eddie then wiped his frustrated tears, shouldered his club, and surveyed the course. Meanwhile, Xiao stayed to warn them against further disturbing his caddy. He stepped out of the dim venue into sunshine and banners, as if entering a victory hall. Times Earl spectators hoped Xiao would keep the trophy home. After a night's rest, he was ready to charge like a knight. He rebounded where he once erred, blasting an astonishing long shot. What skill! In the first 12 holes, his perfect no-miss record matched his opponent's talk about even Stevens, but at the 13th hole, Harry, eager to help Ted win, was willing to sacrifice a shot to create an obstruction, while Xiao, firing on all cylinders, the excessive force sent the ball flying right into the woods, where hopes go to be buried in the enchanted forest. Xiao and his idol Harry continued their battle for the championship. Although evenly matched, the stakes remained high as they reached the 17th hole. Steady Harry suddenly erred, hitting the ball into the woods. Xiao was stopped by Eddie from imitating, as he knew a sandpit meant doom. With Eddie's urging, Xiao opted for a laid-back approach. Meanwhile, Harry struggled to get his ball out of the sand, looking like he was in hot water. After some turns, Xiao led by 1 at hole 17, keeping the lead to the last hole. Now, a hole-in-one would win him the championship, but fate mocked him as the ball missed. Harry faced a similar challenge. 1 hole-in-one would give him another match. But he too was not granted heaven's favour. The ball came to a halt as if it was at a party. At that moment, the decisive ball rolled back to Xiao, and he felt the suffocating pressure, his body twitching. Eddie stepped in to comfort him, and after adjusting his mindset, Xiao took a deep breath and gently nudged the ball, waiting for a miracle to happen. If you like this, subscribe to our channel.